We're Tom and Damien, and we left city life behind to restore a decrepit chateau in rural France. This week, we cover the financial side of owning a chateau, update you on the electrical work inside the house, and Damien shows his latest finds for the house.
I can literally be buried in it. It's my sarcophagus.
Tell us about the money. Tell us about the financials. So we said, let's talk.
Feeling refreshed.
Yes, finally. Oh, we get to enter the water.
Hello, you.
Hello. Welcome. Welcome to my mess. So basically, we've almost finished wiring the electricity this week. And what you're looking at right now is a bit of a mess that I'm going to be rearranging. But what you can see is we rewired fully, like the whole house has been rewired. One of the reasons there's so many wires for just a 2-bedroom house is we, with the new codes that I'm carrying around as my Bible here, have to wire every single appliance individually. Not only that, but because we're in 3 phases, not just one, 400 voltage, every heating appliance has to be connected separately and will have to be divided through the 3 phases. So we really have to split this evenly to do this correctly. So there's a bit more wiring than on a regular house. So what we're going to do is we're going to have this giant electrical board here. So this week, what I'm finalizing is I'm making sure that every connection is done, safe and sound, that in the kitchen, I've identified, so I can show you today, I've identified everything in every room. You can see here, labeled properly, is here, identified, labeled, ready to go, so we can start the connection. So everything is wired and ready to go. We just had to redo this week a little bit of that. I made some mistakes in the kitchen to think that some of the wire size could be smaller. They can't, so I had to rewire this week every single plug. That was fully redone. So we wasted a bit more wires, but that was the cost of me learning in this. Now, what you're looking at is not all wasted. Don't look at that. Some of that is still very good, and we're going to reuse it. But basically, we're done wiring the house right now, and we're going to be able to start closing the walls and preparing the connection. Big learning opportunity, or I should say moments for me. I've learned how to wire a va-et-vient, so that's a light that is controlled from both ends. So what we've just finished yesterday is we wired this light because we're adding one in the stairs. It is mandatory to have a light in the stairs, and a regular wire is 3. That's what you buy as preloaded. What you need to add when there's a different control is 2. They're called in French navette. So basically that's what's going to allow the 2 plugs to control the same light. And then you have your ground here, your neutral, and your source of electricity. So it's been a bit of a learning experience for me in all of that. But now that we're done, we're going to be able to close.
So there was this little alcove, and we were gonna block it, and I said, no, wait a second. I think this is gonna be super cute if we recreate the same arch as the door, which is right here. And this morning I came, and our great worker, Stefan, had done it, and it's very exciting because now I can literally be buried in it. It's my sarcophagus. It's a perfect height. So yeah, we're gonna put some shelves in here, some books, and we're trying to make this house that has no character more quaint, more charming, and I think this is a great way to add some character to a house. We're gonna have the dining room here, a light fixture coming from here, bookshelves, nice little objects to give character to the space.
Little moment back to the chateau. So we are juggling a few things at the same time. We're, yes, working on the house because that's a place we want to live, but the beast here still needs to have our attention and start planning a few things that we need to order in advance or that are interconnected. like the sewage system is interconnected, water, electricity, all those things are interconnected. So we sort of have to juggle them at the same time. One of the big priority for us is to make sure that the chateau, while we're finishing the house and while we're getting ready to work on it, remains dry, which is not necessarily the case right now. We have stunning windows on the chateau. We love them. They're huge. They're ginormous. They come with original Espagnolettes who have a lot of work, and we've cleaned them a lot, and you can see all the details on the one we've cleaned. And while we're doing this, kind of a puzzle that we're having is what do we do, right? Do we change all of them? Changing all of them, to give you an idea, is probably around 200,000 euros to change the entire chateau. Spoiler alert, we don't have that money. So what we're going to do is we're really going to see what we can salvage here. Now, those windows were made out of oak, probably from the forest around us. It's full of oak trees. So the wood is actually in very good shape. You can't see it under this kind of like old paint, but the wood itself is in good shape. So what we want to do is we're going to clean the whole thing up and see what we can do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be ordering still double paned glass. It's important for isolate, like the insulation of the chateau. Otherwise, you're just basically heating outside. The issue we have here is if you get a little closer and you see, let me show you on another window. So the issue we have here is that we have single pane glass on our windows, and they haven't made enough room for a double pane glass here. So what we're going to do is we're going to just remove a slight amount of wood here, open up and dig a little bit deeper here to get the glass in, double pane, to be able to put the double pane glass here and insulate the window. So this is going to be a big piece of work where we're going to go one window at a time, take it down, fully remove the paint, bring it back to wood, add a new coat of paint, now bring it back and protect it again, and then put in the new pieces of glass. We're going to be doing this ourselves, so all we're going to be paying for is time. It's going to be the paint, and it's going to be the glass. That's it. We don't want to pay for people to redo everything. We just don't have that money and that budget to redo that. Down the road, there's going to be some that we're going to have to prioritize probably to fully change, and that's fine. What we're trying to do right now is just to buy a bit more time and see how far we can go. So that's a big piece of work. And those windows, you can't redo that. This is full wood. It comes with inside panel, and which is beautiful. It really makes your room super dark, adds a layer of security, and then it comes with the outside ones as well, which most of them are in decent shape. I wouldn't say great shape, but they are. The piece that we're going to be needing to work on and redo is where they're getting fixed into the stone of the chateau. And some of these are actually loosened up and have opened up, so we can't fully open them up, so that we're going to just have to take them out, clean them, and fully redo it. So there's a lot of work that's about to happen on the chateau. Right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over, take all the measurements of the glass that we need, put in the order, and start working on it. We will likely do a trial, so order probably 4 or 6, depending on which window we go for. Try it, see how it goes, and then see if we do that for the rest. So that's sort of the update on the windows of the chateau. And the goal is that we do that before winter hits so that we're sort of sealed for the winter.
I have to show you my thrift finds. I found someone who was selling 2 beautiful lamps. I just had to get them, and when I saw them in person, I could not believe my eyes. I'm so happy I found these. Okay, let me unbox them for you. The first one here is this huge and magnificent blue porcelain lamp. It's a little unstable, like me, but we will fix it. And then we just need to rewire it, find a big lampshade, and it's gonna look incredible. I can picture it in the Grand Salon or in the honeymoon suite, maybe one or the other. But in the meantime, we will use them in the house. So, and then you know what? We're gonna learn how to rewire. We need to learn how to do everything here. So, might as well start with that. And that's the second one. Look at these two next to each other. I can't believe it. 25 euros each. Find of a lifetime. What do you guys think? Ready for a little dip. I don't even know where we're gonna swim, but in the river, I guess.
It's almost 40 degrees today, so we decided to drive a little bit further away from our place.
And we went to Saint-Aignan that has a little stream, a little river, a little beach, so we can dip our feet, swim a little bit. So a little break on this Sunday.
Let's go in.
Feeling refreshed.
Yes, finally. Oh, we get to enjoy the water. We had a lot of water in Vancouver, and we don't have a lot in landlocked middle of France, so this is fantastic. This feels really good.
It's 20 minutes away from our place, so it's perfect.
Yeah.
Bonjour, welcome to our beautiful secret, because we didn't know it existed, Tree Avenue. I always say aisle, but someone said you have to say avenue, so
Oh, it's an avenue. Is the phone crooked?
I think your head is crooked.
Okay. So we wanted to take a bit of time to talk about one of the questions we get the most, which is, tell us about the money.
We're going to dive a little bit into what it costs to own a chateau. So first of all, the chateau and the land around was the price of a 40 square meter apartment in Paris. Something renovated in Paris, 40 square meter, we're talking 400, 450 square feet. So it's a comparable price-wise.
The prices, when you look at this kind of property, you think, oh, you live in a manor or you live in a castle, god damn it, it must have cost millions.
Yeah.
That's not the case for the purchase price. Where the money is being taken away is upkeeping a chateau. Even a fully renovated chateau needs a good, decent budget for upkeep. Now, we know that for us, we bought a place that is abandoned, so it's not upkeeping. We have to fully rebuild it back. A lot of these questions from people who I think expect us to have all the answers. How much is everything going to cost you? Tell us your budget. And or some people have said, like, it's crazy. You guys don't know what you're doing. You're going to bankrupt each other. And we wanted to break it down a little bit because, first of all, we don't have the answer to everything. Jumping in this kind of adventure, hoping to have everything planned, which is what I was trying to do, it doesn't work. This is not a normal thing to do, so you don't have a normal plan for that. So you can plan as much as you want, but there's a part of us that need to accept that we'll figure it out along the way, and also that we just don't have the money to do it all right now. And it may be hard because some people will hear that and say, well, then that's insane that you guys are doing that without all the budget for doing it. But that's sort of the point for us. We need our business to work, our wedding business, to be able to take care of the chateau. We have runway to allow us, or at least we plan to the wedding business. After that, we need this to be successful to keep working and improving the chateau. So that's sort of where we're at.
Yeah, so we're talking like we may have like a year and a half worth of budget to renovate the chateau, but after that,
we need the money to come from the chateau for the chateau.
And again, this money, it's us doing most of the work, right? It's not just hiring a bunch of different people from different trades to do everything full on themselves, because that would be way too expensive for us to do.
Every single expense, we're trying to bring it down to as much as we can. And I'm not talking bring it down as in like find a cheap contractor that will do it and they'll snap, or the cheap material. What I'm talking about is let's be clever on, do we need to spend money or not on this? There are some fixed costs that we're happy to share with people. I know
Yeah.
if you,
So we have, people ask about taxes. So property taxes. The property tax here is just a little over 5,000 euros a year, which is not cheap. It's not cheap. Something like 480 euros a month or something like that. But it's just, you pay it once, it's a lump sum. Then there's another cost also, which is insurance, right? Insurance is important. And I think it's about the same price, right?
yeah, we're talking about around
Hello.
5,000 euros
Yeah.
for the year. And it was also really hard to get a chateau insured. We had to ask for,
Probably 10 different insurance.
yeah, a lot of different quotes. It's hard, it's expensive to ask for that. Now, we're paying for water, which is new for Canadians because Canadians don't pay for access to water, or at least we don't get a bill monthly for
No.
that, and maybe in our taxes.
So right there, we're already at a fixed cost of 1,100 euros a month. And, we haven't heated the place. There's no electricity yet. So, it will probably be over 2,000 euros a month of fixed costs.
For sure. And the heating now, of course, is something that we will never heat the chateau fully for winter. So we're not looking for a heating system that does all of that. Now, we're not saying we're going to allow half of it to freeze where there's pipes and all of that. So there's a lot of fixed costs that we know that we'll have to do. And to pay for that, well, we go back to our business. And that's something that is we're working on in the back. We haven't really shared as much because we're still far away from that. But our goal is to have a wedding event business here and to allow people to come. I know you've put it very beautifully a little bit earlier. Do you want to talk about like what is it we want to do as a business here?
Yeah, I think we really want to share this space that's been forgotten for so long for people to really have the most beautiful moment of their life shared here in our home, really. But it's too nice for just the two of us.
Yeah.
We gotta let other people enjoy it as well. And that's why we want to make it nice and renovated, is that other people can come in and really enjoy it.
We're going to try to do as much as we can ourselves again.
Yeah,
and
cut.
then try to make it there. We're not going to do the entire chateau at once. We're going to progress, and I've shared this in French in an article recently. How do you eat an elephant?
One bite at a time.
So that's it for the finances. Keep the questions going. We love the curiosity that people have, and it comes from a place of just sheer curiosity, and some people are reaching out because they're trying to do the same thing. We love this. Keep the question coming, and if we can answer or have the answers, we will. And sometimes we just don't have the answers, and we just accepted that that's okay. We won't have the answer for everything. We don't know everything that's in front of us as well.
But we'll find a solution,
Because Kiever.
Per.
Coming up on our next episode.
Oh, there's another one here. Oh, that's a different one. That one's like a flower.
Oh, we have a pear tree. Look at that. And I got stung everywhere, but okay. All right.